Mine was too short. I'm sure it was too long for a couple guys on our team, right? You know, everybody knows the Man Cup goes deep into September.
Oh yeah.
And for me, it ended up, you know, into end of August, right? So, no, because that's the way lacrosse is, right? We like to keep playing and we miss the sport. So there's like this weird time between the end of summer lacrosse and the start of Bandits, right? Where you just get, you start to miss it too much. So, no, we're happy to be back and ready to go.
Dane said he's not brave enough, not his words, to watch a tape of the final game. I'm sure you can understand the feelings. Have you watched it, or is it popped up in your head every so often? Or
you know what? As soon as you start reminiscing on things like that, right, then you're not looking ahead. And we all know the feeling that we had last year after that game, right? And we all know what we need to do better, right? So we're gonna leave that to Troy to watch those tapes and leave all the heartache to those guys, and then we'll, you know, trust them to put us in the right direction so we get back there and hopefully win it.
One of the odd things about pro sports is the cast is always a little different from year to year, and two guys you're missing are Jay and Chad. I know Jay's probably has more in effect because he played more defense, but you hate to see those guys walk out the door, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly, right? Especially, you know, losing anybody that you know become close with over the years is always tough, right? But at the same time, we trust everybody and we trust our coaches and Chugger and everybody. So, you know, we look forward to the new guys coming in, and I know we have a couple other guys that can take draws. Like Jay's going to be missed not only for his defense but his draws, right? He's, you know, arguably the best ever, and you know, a lot of credit to that guy, and I wish him and Chad, you know, good luck in the future and have a great time over in New England, and we look forward to meeting those guys on the floor. But we have a good team right now, and we're going to be good, and we're looking forward to the new guys.
You've been going up against Brad Self and Craig Point in Rochester 3 times a year at least for the last 5 or 6 years or whatever. Is it going to be a little funny to have them on your side?
You know what? I'm excited to have those guys, because now we don't have to chase Brad Self down the floor. We don't have to block any more of Craigie's shots. So, yeah, no, I'm excited, man. I think that's great. I think those are 2 great pickups, and I wish them all the best here in Buffalo with us, and it's going to be fun playing with them. I played with Brad for Team Canada, right? And I played against Craig forever now, so you know, it's going to be fun to play with those guys.
Not to jinx you or anything, but the last few years you've really emerged as one of the league's best defenders, according to everybody else. You've gotten voted to like close to, you know, all league status or whatever, and you know, been in the conversation of best defenseman. Still get better? You get some room for improvement here?
Always getting better, and always learning this game more and more and more, right? And I don't know who makes those decisions of who's, you know, who's going to be the defensive player of the year or any of that stuff, but I don't envy their job at all, right? Like, there's so many good players in this league, and every year we're getting better and bigger and stronger, and this league is getting faster and bigger, so you have to come in better shape than you were before, right? Every day you got to get better, and that's all I try to do, right? Because we all want to bring a cup to Buffalo, and that's all I want to do. It's not about winning for the Defensive Player of the Year or getting nominated however many times and losing all the time, right? It doesn't matter, right? Because we want to bring a cup back here, and that's all I want to do. So that's why we're here. That's why I push myself to get better.
Just talk about Mitch DeSnoot real quick. You came in late last season, but really was a big part of the back end. Just what you saw from him, how he grew from maybe at the start of the year till the playoffs last year.
He's awesome. I love that guy. He's every shift he's putting his heart on the floor, and everybody knows that everybody in this league is tight, and we talk to players on other teams, not about anything, but like over the summer, right?
Yeah.
We play with other guys, and all I've heard about is that people hate playing against him, and that's why I like him. Right? That's why I want him out there, is because I know other players don't want to be playing against him, don't want to match up with him. So a lot of credit to him, and I wish him the best, you know, going forward here. This is going to be a fun time.
Do you find yourself looking over the roster and seeing who's here and, you know, kind of checking things out? Do you keep track during the off season?
Well, you know, you remember everybody from last year, obviously, but the new guys, it's all about putting faces to names, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, there's only so much you can figure out on the internet until you actually get here and figure out who everybody is and what they've done, and I'm excited to get on the floor, because that's going to put everything into perspective.
Is it funny at this point in your career to see the draft choices show up and 20, 21, 22, and you remember being in that spot, I'm sure. And now,
Yeah.
now they're looking up at you. It's like, wow, it's Steve Priolo, one of the old veterans of the team.
One of the old veterans, yeah. No, it's great, man. Honestly, it's. I still consider myself one of the young guys. I don't know. I have one of those personalities where I still think I'm the young guy on the team, even though the looks are starting to show the other way. But no, it's exciting, right, to see that passion, and that's what gets me excited every year too. Is that you see these young guys come in and they're just so excited to be here, and it makes me remember how excited it is and gets you back to that. Like, this is an incredible opportunity that we all have here, and I'm just excited.